Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Session Recap. Good day and good evening. Yeah, I see a lot of people here, and I wish you welcome to Session Recap, 5th of June 2017. As always, setups for trading, for making pips, and we will cover previous week results as always. So before we begin, our standard is disclaimer explaining that CFD and Forex trading are leveraged products and can result in losses that exceed your deposits. So those are not suitable for everyone. So ensure that you fully understand the risk involved. This presentation and the video is for information and educational purposes, and the video is not part of the .co.uk website but the globalnews.com website. You can also read a full risk disclosure on this website here. So, rules and setups for our session recap. As always, give price a breather. You can enter within 15 pips of the predicted level if it's in agreement with your system. We always trade from the zone. The zone is called point of confluence or buffer zone. Use scaling in if you wish. You do your own trade and money management. Don't forget that you should respect your stop loss always. Add the spread to your stop loss even if you trade via ECN. Always ensure to add 2 to 5 pip spread depending on the pair traded. We take only one position per listed pair. It will be either positional or alternative trade, whichever hits first. So by these rules that we always need to follow, we only take one trade per listed pair unless it's a breakout or scalp. So it's either positional, that is a trend trade, or alternative trade, that is a counter trend trade, whichever hits first. First touch of the zone is the most profitable. That is why we need to focus on the first touch. So positional trades are called trend trades, alternative trades are called counter trend trades. Breakout trades and scalp trade levels can be traded independently of any position. Depending on time and volatility, we use profit stop after 20 pips, not less. Session recap setups are valid for today, tomorrow, and sometimes the day after tomorrow. Pay attention to my Twitter updates and have in mind that scalp trades should be done at or very close to important support resistance levels. All these levels are calculated by historical levels and Camarilla. Okay? Pay attention to trends, so you might find other trend-based entries, and the term pips pool is the maximum available number of pips you could have made on recap entries. So past week results here. Euro dollar was good for 80 pips. Pound dollar was good for 110 pips. Australian dollar was good for 45 pips. Dollar yen, alternative trade, that was the trade of the week, went for 120 potential pips. Pound yen was a loss, scoring minus 30. So total pips pool was 325. So if you made like 1/3 of it, you're still great, because previous week was really in abundance of pips. Trade of the week, dollar yen definitely, and it was good for 120 pips. And this is how it went. Euro dollar, it went straight from our zone for a buy position around 1.1100. And you can see that it went straight towards our TP 1180. So euro dollar was very good to trade. And again, this was proven that euro dollar is a bit resilient and that we could have made some nice counter trend trade. Well, let's say it was a trend trade because we had an uptrend retracement. So this was basically a trend trade. Nice pips on euro dollar. Maybe for some people it was even more, but hypothetical result, well, straight from the POC zone, it made 80 pips according to our trading plan. Pound dollar was also good. We had two possible spots to either buy or sell, and we went with a sell position around 28.89. So this was the zone. The price rejected from the zone, and it came straight towards our target. The target was 27.50. It came just a little bit shy from our target, but still good to make good number of pips on pound dollar trade. Australian dollar was ranging. I said, if you remember, Australian dollar, I said it could go both ways. So Australian dollar was good for some nice number of pips if you went into a sell trade. Well, as I say, sell trade didn't quite hit our level. It was 10 pips shy from the zone. But that is why you should have gone with a buy trade that went into the zone. This is why I'm saying this, because I received some emails from traders thanking me for a sell trade on Australian dollar. Those traders didn't understand the point. The first position that was hit was buy position here. It's good that you made money on sell, but it's not according to rules. The rules say we either take positional or alternative trade. So whoever traded sell, it was not according to rules. It was okay, but it was not according to rules. This was according to rules. 74.30, stop was 74.00, price went to 74.15 and then spiked towards 74.75, so you could have made 45 pips. Even more if you enter the zone. The zone for this trade was 74.15, 74.30, and 74.45. And you can scale in. Scaling in is a great thing. I showed you on my Facebook profile a trade that I did with pound yen today, counter trend trade. I went long, and basically because I had a 0.4 lots, I could actually protect my profits. I could scale out and deploy some money management techniques. And the similar is here. Whenever you see a setup, add 15 pips to the both sides, keeping the stop loss intact. Those will define the zone. Dollar yen was the trade of the week. We had a buy position initiated. The price went to 110.70. Then it was basically 77, but it spiked straight away to 111.23. Maybe for some people who were patient enough, they could have made 120 pips, but this was possible pip pool, and dollar yen was the trade of the week. So once more, this is the result from the previous week. We had some nice pips in our bags, and let's see if we will have similar result this week. So the first setup for this week is euro dollar. Have in mind that the setup, all these setups are valid until early Wednesday, and don't forget that we will have UK snap elections, and you need to be very, very careful with trading pound. Pound now can be a bit volatile, and there will be some profit taking prior to snap elections, and definitely you need to be ready for some movement. I don't expect that the movement will be that big, but yet again, you need to be very careful, simply because you never know what might happen, especially because pound crosses are a bit they can be a bit fast, and you need to be ready for some movement. Yeah, thanks guys, thanks Daniel and others. I corrected the stop loss. Stop loss is 1320 on a positional sell trade, so I will try to sell euro dollar again if it gets a little bit of retracement. So yeah, it's 30 pip, add 2 to 5 pip spread, but this is the setup. I think that euro dollar could go down. but I will also buy it around 11.85. So that is my final decision to sell from the zone or to buy from this zone below. So be careful. I will publish a new blog. For all of you who haven't read my blog yet, this is a new blog, How to Trade Snap Elections. So if you go to Almiro Markets website, here this is newest blog entry, UK General Election 2017, How to Trade a Snap UK Election. Here I gave my opinion on three different markets, the FTSE, the DAX, and the Euro GBP, three possible scenarios. I think that Euro GBP will be volatile, that pair will be especially volatile, and it is much more suitable to trade than Euro dollar. Euro dollar is not connected to UK elections, but rather it's Euro GBP. So pay attention to my analysis. Okay, go to the blog and read which setups I favor and what will I trade on the different outcome of the UK snap election. So enjoy. This is very clear, and it should be very clear to you once you go and read it. So why would I sell euro and buy a little bit lower? Simply because I still think that euro is in a bit of uptrend. This is definitely big head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders on euro dollar, and I think that euro dollar is being bought on dips. Yet again, I don't know what kind of retracement euro dollar will have. So if we put a Fibonacci from the bottom to the top, we can see that 1185 stands around WL4, that is weekly L4 pivot point, previous head and shoulders inverted. This is very bullish, and it stands also at 61.8. So this zone could be very good to buy into. So, well, we might see a spike from here, but I think that I would go with definitely with a sell on euro dollar around 12.90. You can see that 12.85 has made a slight rooftop pattern here. It's a mini rooftop. I warned about it. And if you follow my previous coverage of euro dollar, you know that I was bearish. That I can also trade it from the counter trend side. So yet again, I would trade from a counter trend side. This is rooftop. So if it gets broken even then, I think this zone is strong. A daily H3 ATR high. We also have a previous rooftop here. So I think we could sell it from 12.90. But I'm not sure that that euro dollar will get there. If not, well, then I will be waiting for this zone. So you can see it's daily L5, weekly L4, 61.8, previous buyers at the right shoulder of inverted head and shoulders. So this could be a possible good trade, especially because we can see a quadruple, quintuple, 6 times bottom here. A lot of buyers around 1184. So I think that 1185, 1170, even 1200 could be good for buying into a dip. Keep the stop loss at 1150, okay, just below this huge support level. Pound dollar, as I say, be careful because of UK elections. You need to be ready to protect your profits once you are in a GBP dollar trade. These are two positions that I favor. Sell and, sorry, and this is, this is typo again. I will correct it. Okay, so I will do the live update on this slide. So pound dollar is the sell position, but also we have buy position. The first one is buy position. 28.50, it's a buy position. Okay. Well, sorry, 1.2850 is buy, 1.28 is stop, 29.70 TP. Alternative sell, 29.70, 30.10 stop, 28.50 28.50 is the TP, and this is the GBP dollar chart. So I will be ready to buy once the pound drop gets into the zone. I will do it, however, with low risk, and I will protect my profits once I see at least 20 pips. The pound dollar. Let me move this tab here. So pound dollar, 28.50. Watch this, guys. 28.50. WL3, okay. Previous buyers here. A lot of buyers from this spot. You always need to see if there were historical buyers and sellers. So if you want to find buyers, you cannot simply follow one piece of the puzzle. You always need to watch for historical buyers and sellers. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please refer to the lesson number 1 on my price action trading school on YouTube channel. Historical buyers and sellers are very important in Forex market. Historical buyers here, daily L3. We can also get a Fibonacci. So if we place a Fibonacci here, you can see that it's in a perfect confluence with 50, retracement WL3 ATR pivot point, and of course this mini flag that this is, well, let's say this is a flag or a pennant. Well, definitely a flagpole. We can call it a flag or pennant. Let's say this is a flag. Simply, it's just a bullish pattern. Really, I don't care how people call it. This is the pole. This is, I always watch this as triangle pattern. For me, this is a consolidation triangle and breakout of this. Very, very bullish. Very bullish. And let me tell you that in bullish markets, these patterns are common. So that is why I think that historical buyers there could definitely be very, very strong. And I think that this pennant or triangle, whatever you call it, can be bought again. If the price dips down, you also have here, if you see, if you take a look here and discard this pennant top or triangle top, you can see that this is actually a retest of this zone. So if it gets there, I will be looking to buy pound dollar, 28.75 to 28.50. This is the zone. You need to keep stop loss intact at 28.10. Final target 29.70. So watch for that. 29.70 is weekly target. But as I say, it's very important for you to notice that UK snap elections will move pound dollar, and do not trade this. The last day is actually early Wednesday. Ilya has just joined. Hi, Ilya. He's saying hi, Nenad. I'm very good. Thank you. Going with the setups for this week, and I hope that you are fine too. So pound dollar, and of course, I will be looking to sell around weekly pivot point. Here, it's weekly pivot point, but also you can see that previous price action here was actually very, very bearish when it dropped. So this is my selling spot, 28.70, 85 here, and stop loss is kept at 30.10. So stop loss is slightly below this projected triangle. I think if it breaks up, it will proceed to the upside. So you can try to trade this setup. As I say, it has both buyers and sellers there. Angel is asking about gold. Yes, as soon as I finish with slides, I will go to your questions and I will take a look at gold. Australian dollar, we have two possible positions. 74.30 buy position with a stop loss at 73.95, TP 75.50, or sell position 75.50, 75.85 stop, TP 74.80. Marco is asking about the door CAD setup. Yes, you can go for that. I already booked my profits, but you can actually try to trade dollar CAD again. Don't forget that you should also protect your profits. It was not moving much, but actually dollar CAD gave us some 15, 20 pips if you watched my dollar CAD analysis today, yes. So Australian dollar 74.30, stop loss 72.95, TP 75.50. Sell is at 75.50, stop 75.85, TP 74.80. This is how it looks on the dollar USD. So dollar USD is forming a bullish SHS or inverted head and shoulders here. So we might see a dip down there. If we see a dip, well, I will go for a buy trade. 74.30 to 15 is a possible buy trade. Okay, so we could see a spike. Okay, and Ilya is asking what is the reason of decreasing the ATR? Ilya, it's just my mistake because it should be 14 ATR, not 7. So this here you go. It's 40 now. I always keep my ATR 14, but sometimes it resets to 7. So yes, I use always ATR 14. So it should be 14. You think generally why the ATR has been decreasing? Honestly, guys, I know that a lot of people, yeah, a lot of people actually trade Australian dollar a lot. And Ilya, the thing is, Australian dollar is heavy ranging pair. And simply put, when the Reserve Bank of Australia announced, and I think it happened before the January, when the governor of RBA announced that he is happy with 75.00, well, traders simply don't trade it, don't trade Australian dollar heavily anymore. It is very ridiculous. I agree. 57 pips is almost nothing. And now, guys, if you want to tell me, for all of you who are new to trading, Australian dollar is also the pair you can trade. All these low moving pairs are very safe to trade. So you see, there is not a big risk in trading Australian dollar. I don't like when pair is moving 50, 60 pips. I mean 50, 60 pips of ATR. That is why I prefer pound yen. I like those fast moving pairs. 100, 130, 150 pips. Those are pairs that I like to trade. Everything that is higher than 80. And definitely, yes, when the statement was issued that they're happy with 75.00, you can see that Australian dollar is simply hovering above and below 75. So, you know, it's it's funny, but this pair is very, very newbie friendly. And I really don't. I don't enjoy to watch that my trade is going 10 pips for the whole day. For me, that is ridiculous. Yama is saying that, yes, I agree. RBA interest rate decision tomorrow might impact the pair, and it will impact the pair. So I will put a risk disclaimer here. Be careful, guys. Okay, so okay, warning. RBA rate decision. Please have in mind that my setup for Australian dollar is purely technical. Purely technical. So be careful. Be careful. This is technical setup. Don't trade if you see that price is moving heavily. Be careful, and technically this is bullish from this spot, and it could be sold from 75.50. This is weekly H5. So even if it spikes to the upside, it could drop because it's weekly resistance. V or W weekly or WH5 means weekly H5 Camarilla pivot point is the strongest weekly resistance. So be careful, guys. Be careful about the Australian dollar. As I say, this was strictly, purely technical setup. Dollar yen now. This is sell and buy possible trade. So dollar yen, again, let me show you the chart. Now dollar yen looks like it could spike, but it simply won't. It simply is trapped within this mini range. It doesn't move a lot. So I would say if you want to maybe go long, you might do it, but let's see, the better level for me is 110.10. So I'm not saying that dollar yen could not spike from this level. To me, this looks like potential bullish pattern forming. Although this looks like, you see, if you put a mini trend line here, and if you put a trend line there, you see this looks like a squeeze, but this squeeze actually is having a higher low. So this could break to the upside. I'm not saying it would, but you know, if we want to be on the safer side on the market, we would be possibly waiting for 110.10. It's a confluence of daily L3 and weekly L3. Now it's in between, in no man's land. Daily H3, daily L3. So that is why it doesn't go anywhere. So I would prefer a long trade from the bottom. But watch for this also, guys. Watch for this. And the sell trade could happen around 111.15. So 111.15, this could be a sell trade. You see a lot of confluence, ATR high, historical sellers, WH4 and daily H4. So a lot of sellers, possible sellers there. And finally, pound yen. Pound yen, as you can see, it's in a downtrend. I might go for a buy trade around 142.15. Sell could happen around 143.20. Let me show you. So this looks like a downtrend. This is correction. And 113.20 also has a lot of confidence. 61.8 ATR pivot high, daily H4, very close to WH3 weekly. So this could sell from here, but also 141.15 is having a mini inverted head and shoulders. Left head, right. You see mini head and shoulders there. But this level is protected. It's 141.90. So this could be a breakout. Treat this breakout as a trigger happy trade. So when it breaks it, short it, protect your profits, protect your stop. This could be a breakout trigger happy scalp trade. So this was it. Now I will roll the slides again and you can go with questions. So euro dollar first. pound dollar, so again, euro dollar, pound dollar, Australian dollar, dollar yen, and pound yen. Okay, let's go with questions now. Andy, with dollar yen, they look like a lot of confluence. Eddie, EMA. Why not sell there? Simply because this is daily H3 here. So, you know, daily H3 is support. It's 38.2. It's support. EMA now it's support. So I would prefer to sell it a little bit higher. This, you see, this is also head and shoulders. There is confluence, but have in mind that this level is much better. I'm not saying that it cannot drop, but still this looks like a correction of this move. So it might go up yet still. So that is why I think dollar yen is better to sell a little bit higher. Okay, let's go with questions now. Yes, Australian dollar we have news later, and be careful. Pound New Zealand. Pound New Zealand looks like it's in downtrend, and I would go for a sell trade possibly here, because then it would make a structure that is similar to bearish head and shoulders. So that is why I would possibly sell from here to 82.28. Watch for this region. Australian dollar, New Zealand. Mario is asking. Looks like it wants to retrace a bit. This was a huge dip. So I would I would go with a buy position on Australian dollar, New Zealand on a dip. So a dip towards WL4 and the low of 0.394 could be used for a dip towards 0.556. At this point, I would be buying the dip on Australian dollar. Ignacio is asking, do you know of any application or plugin of MetaTrader to calculate equilibrium price for several open orders in one pair with different lot size? For that, I think you could maybe go with a grid robot. That is possibly you want to average down your positions, but in order to do that, you need to use either grid or martingale strategy. So for that, I cannot help you. I don't do martingale or grid, but I think that there are some robots that could use a grid strategy. Yeah. Try to search, Ignacio, for something like grid trading robot or martingale or some sort of hedging safety robot, something like that. Tibor is asking, I cannot find the pivot point that you are showing at this point. How do you do that? Well, guys, the thing is that this is our elite currency pivot point that we are still in the beta phase before we publish it live, but you will be notified and you will be able to get it, I think, soon. Ankit is asking about oil. Oil was a bit bearish. For oil, I really need to log in now to different account. Oil was a bit bearish because Qatar might not do a cut. So that is why we saw also dollar CAD up today. And yeah, I will show you oil now. Give me a few seconds. Just let me find it here, guys. Give me a few seconds. I really need to find it across all these instruments here. WTI, right here. WTI, you see? WTI, very bearish price movement, head and shoulders here, but currently it's supported. Still, pay attention to a trend line break. This trend line is in a good spot of WL3 and breaking below. If it breaks below, watch for 45.60. Okay, watch for that. Now it's supported, so if it breaks, it will go down. Gold, this is a gold chart, bullish price action on gold. I think we might see some retracement soon on gold. So I would be possibly watching to sell gold from, let's see, I will take a deeper look, but I think that gold soon could be sold. It could use some healthy retracement. Uh, so let me just check something. 21, 21. I think gold could be possibly sold from 21, 22, 23. It could make a retracement uh, towards 2068, 21, possibly towards this spot here, WH3 and this region. So I think possibly we could sell gold soon. Around 1281, 30. This could be a selling zone. Yeah, watch for that. I think we could see some drop. Yeah, from this spot, possibly gold could sell towards this zone here. Ilya is asking about euro, Australian dollar. Yeah, if I was trading live at this point now, I would possibly go for a sell, pending sell order here. Euro, Australian dollar. Heavy uptrend on euro, Australian dollar. Very strong uptrend. Price is following EMA 89 and imaginary trend line here. Yeah, this is bullish. If it breaks below and closes below this spot, this will be a heavy retracement. So watch for this, Ilya. If it breaks down, it could reach this zone here. Yeah, monthly L4, weekly L5. So I'll be looking for WL4 break to the downside. Martin, when will Qatar cuts be determined and announced? How will it influence dollar CAD? When will Qatar cuts be determined? Yeah, I don't know at this point. When? Please check forexlive.com. They always update regularly different markets. Today, we didn't see any cut and oil was bearish. So there is no agreement on OPEC yet. Tunnel is asking my view on Euro New Zealand. This is Euro New Zealand, very bearish here. This is giant head and shoulders. Watch for a possible break of this trend line. If it breaks, it could go down. For a sell trade, I would go with selling at the top of the right shoulder. So somewhere around, let's say, this region, or here, that could be another sell. Euro New Zealand looks bearish to me. Yeah, they look bearish. Angel is saying thank you. Carmen is saying thank you. Gotta go. No problem. Yes, Martin, forexlive.com. I like their updates. They're very fast, and that is a really good website, in my opinion. Euro GBP. Euro GBP is in uptrend. I think Euro GBP could be bought on dips. So Euro GBP could be possibly bought on dips. It was rejected from WL4, so I think it could be rejected again. Ilya, dollar CAD not set up this week. Actually, Ilya, I traded dollar CAD. I got 15 pips today, but I still think there could be another long on dip. This is my dollar CAD analysis, and if you traded it today, you could have made some money. Actually, it rejected from the POC zone, and it went to 35.01. But you see, it's low ATR, so that is why we didn't see a full ATR projection being hit. But I still think the dollar CAD can be bought on dips. See my analysis. It's still valid. Tunnel is saying thanks. No Boris, no problem at all. So let's see if you have any more questions. Ahmed is asking about New Zealand yen. Here, Ahmed, this is New Zealand yen. It's this is a very bullish inverted head and shoulders, shoulder head shoulder, ATR low. So I think New Zealand yen could be rejected from this zone here. Watch for ATR low, but here this could be a rejection towards the upside. You don't see, sorry, I will open it now. So this is it. You see, it's leaned head and shoulders. You should be seeing now New Zealand yen 4-hour chart. This is leaned head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and it's lean. It's even more bullish than classic head and shoulders. So this could reject and go towards weekly alpha H5. If it breaks here, it will proceed more to the upside. Then these levels will be recalculated, of course. Andy saying, long live King Nenad. Thanks, Andy. Such nice compliment indeed. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Do you have any more questions? We still have time to answer a few more questions. So if you have, just go ahead and shoot. What is the reason that Kiwi performs more bullish? Honestly, I didn't follow New Zealand dollar a lot, Ilya. Maybe there is something to go with their fundamentals. As I say, I didn't follow it that closely. One of the reasons why I didn't follow New Zealand dollar is funny ATR, even lower than Australian dollar in New Zealand. 55, you see. Okay, now I think it's even lower. No, it's 58. It's very low ATR. So that is why I didn't take any special look at New Zealand dollar. But I think there are some fundamentals regarding New Zealand, maybe some dairy products, some fundamentals. New Zealand is, they are not as strong as Australian economy. Their economy is weaker, but they are major dairy exporters, and maybe there is something to do with it. Yeah, but you know, you see, it's bit very low range. New Zealand yen is better simply because it has a yen in its quoted currency. Yeah, Ila is saying climate change equals to more temperature, more dairy, and more ice. Yeah, their dairy products are actually, yeah, they make money on that. So indeed. Uh, okay. Uh, now dollar CAD defaulted to. Now you see you need to go to indicators list, double click ATR indicator, and just press enter 14 here. Press OK, and it will go to 14. There you go. Yeah, Australian dollar is better economy than New Zealand. It's stronger economy. Uh, Martin is saying thanks, no problem. Okay, so regarding New Zealand dollar, I think this is bullish, and you see this is also bullish. So we might see another spike. Look to sell it around 71, 70, possibly at least for a scalp trade. Derek is asking about possible trade on dollar Swissy. Let me check. Yeah, there could be a possible sell trade. We have an order block here. Also, we have a confluence. So I think if it gets there, there could be a possible sell indeed. Okay. Ilya, yes, dollar Swiss in inverse of euro dollar. So you either trade euro dollar or you trade dollar Swiss. It's totally inverse. Okay, guys, so this was it. Now I will roll the slides. Let's see if we make some money on these setups this week. I will be doing my live trading session on Wednesday. So sign up for that. So once more slides, euro dollar, pound dollar, Australian dollar, dollar yen, and pound yen. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you for your comments, Leon and others, Dan and Derek and others. Yes, Tibor is saying thank you. I hope that this week will be the same success like last one. Yes. And of course, sign up for live trading on Wednesday. I wish you great success in trading these setups, and I hope that we will make money. Talk to you soon. Cheers, everyone. Trade safe.